class. My name is Brittany Horsfall. This is my video presentation for POS 435, Women in Politics. I chose to primarily write my paper about, on prompt number 2, the 3 ways media obstruct women's presentation in politics. I chose personal websites, motherhood, and appearance. For personal websites, these websites provide easy access to public information about the senator's plan of action, their services, issues, and general information about who they are. Historically, U.S. senators have used a wide variety of tactics to get their information public. Most recently, the heightened usage of social media has become a main source of information for a political campaign. Both social media and personal websites provide reliable and easy access for journalists covering members of Congress. Statistically, according to Fritkin, both male and female senators were equally likely to provide links to their social media accounts. So in these personal websites, statistically, both male and female post same pictures of themselves and of the flag. And they both have different links that connect to their Facebook, Twitter, and their YouTube for people who go onto their personal website to view, so they understand what the senator is about. The second one I chose to write about was motherhood. The media often reinforces the notion that the only appropriate way for a woman to deal with their dual role as both a mother and a senator is by leaving their high-level positions. Even in families where both adults work and have high-level careers, women have greater responsibilities within the home. In Lawless and Fox, it says women are 12 times more likely than men to bear responsibility for the majority of household tasks and about 10 times more likely to be the primary child care provider. The media has a way of making female senators feel inferior to their male competitors because they cannot have it all. They have to choose between having a career and having a family. So with that, the reason why I felt that was so important to mention was, for me, I believe that women can have it all. I believe that women are powerful and they can do it all. They can be a mom, they can work, they can do everything. Like, I'm a firm believer. I've seen my mother do it, and I know that if they set their minds to it, that it's possible. And the media tries to keep them away from that and kind of shoots down their hope and their belief system that they can achieve anything and everything that they want. And they're even doing it to young girls. It's not just older women running for office. Little girls don't think that they can grow up and be whoever they want to be and do whatever they want to do. And the media is solely responsible for that, I believe, at least. The third thing that I chose was appearance. So one thing that kind of irritated me was the New York Times article that was published by Susan Dominus. The title was Blazing Campaign Trails in a Certain 3-Inch Heel. The article was written by Susan Dominus in August of 2010, and I honestly don't think that it should be described as a political piece. The main focus of the article was on Reshma Saujani's shoe choice and not her campaign focus. Dominus began her article with basic information of her interview, and it included a vague description of her passions. But from there, she just continued to discuss the reason behind Reshma's Kate Spade wedges and why she chose to wear those specific heels. And it was also followed by a detailed description of the dress that Reshma also wore during the interview. And it didn't touch back on her political beliefs. It didn't touch back on the reason behind why she decided to run for office. So I kind of felt like that took a step back for women, and that instead of focusing on what women are here to do and what they are trying to do with their political ambitions, they're being looked at only by the way that they dress and how they look. If they're too fat, if they don't wear makeup, the dresses and shoes that they choose to wear, their nails are done properly, like their appearance kind of drives, it takes over their campaign. Then the second question was two ways media can serve as a powerful tool for increasing representation in politics. I chose to write about the mommy problem and social media again. For the mommy problem, Murray, author of Cracking the Highest Glass Ceiling, which I'm sure everybody's read, I think that it portrays a mommy problem in a negative way. And the media, as well as society, has a way of diminishing a woman's strengths based on the fact that she is a female. There was a quote in Murray that on page 64 that I kind of took offense to. It says, more need for a father who forces us to face up to reality than a mother who whispers comforting words in our ears. Being a mother is more than just arranging childcare and keeping up with household chores. It requires a skill that most men do not possess. I am not a mother, but I have known some incredible moms who have done it all by themselves. So for the media to kind of chop it up as women because they're a mom, because they have children, there's no way that they can be tough and that they can be assertive and that they can make tough decisions that that only men are capable of making. And that is how our society has written it up to be, is that us as women, we're too sensitive. We can't make tough decisions and make tough calls as easily as a man can. And then last but not least, the second, the way that media is a powerful tool is social media. Like I said before, social media has become more prevalent in presidential campaigns. Social media is also gender imbalanced, but in contrast, users of social media are more likely women. They account for 62% and men 58% of Twitter and Facebook users. Because women outnumber men in the social media aspect, Facebook and Twitter accounts can be used by female candidates to interact with the community and express her concerns and goals in her own words, especially when the media wants to misconstrue what she believes in, and especially if they don't want to touch on what she's on her plan and they only want to talk about her appearance. So I think that could be a good tool to have social media and to interact with the community and to get them to build relationships with them. As a campaign manager, honestly, I would suggest that that my candidate just be honest, like attack things head on. If people want to say bad things about you, get on camera and straighten it out. Be honest, be who you are, and stand up for what you believe in. That's honestly what it is. Like, use social media to get your point across without diminishing other people and without being rude and condescending. And just, like, make sure that if you're in an interview and people want to go off topic, make sure you get them back on topic to what you're really there for. And then I also want to mention one more thing. Towards the end of my paper, I did write a little bit about the Beijing 20. I just kind of caught my interest when I was reading through the options. I chose to include information because I feel like the progress that it's making for women is affecting everybody around the world, including in the United States. So fighting for rights for women means diminishing all the stereotypical things that are being said and portrayed for women. So I think that was kind of important, and I felt like I needed to mention it and put it in my paper and kind of make it relatable to prompt number 2, which is what I chose to mainly write my paper about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my presentation. I look forward to reading your comments. Have a good one, guys.